Hey, what is up, everyone? This is LB here, bringing you another My Player series for my MLB 2K11 My Player series, as I just said that. But hello, everyone. How's it going? Today and in the next couple of videos, I'm going to talk about something very cool, and I figured I'd do it. I figured I would talk a little bit about my past, my history of playing athletics, and maybe and talk about some of the great stories I had playing baseball, and all the wonderful times I had, and how I got my start, and all this other great stuff. I'm gonna talk about it all in the next couple of videos, or maybe even a few more videos after that. We'll see. But I want to say I'm very happy to have been doing this series for as long as I have. I know 4 videos doesn't seem like very much to you guys, but because you probably watch other people's YouTube or other YouTubers, and well, to me it's a lot. And part 4, this is part 4, and I'm surprised they even made it this far. I thought you guys would have been like, oh, bored, oh, don't like it, and all this other junk, and I was like, oh man, what am I gonna do? But it worked out. So you guys like this series. I'm getting a good amount of likes, and I like doing it. Honestly, I love doing this series because I love baseball. I love talking about it. So, but later on, I'm going to talk about myself. But right now, we talk a little bit about the game. Right now, what I'm doing is a contact and power drill. They have drills in this game. Drills are basically if you get gold, you can get an extra stat point in each stat, and they're really helpful if you can get gold. So what the drill is all about is hitting to certain fields. Little thing in the bottom left-hand part of the screen. The first box is how many I've hit. The second box is the what I need to get to like different medals. There's bronze, silver, and gold. So that's what I need to do to get to certain medals. This drill in particular is actually kind of tough because what you have to do is you have to wait for the pitch to first of all be in the zone, which is hard enough because at this low of a level, your timing and everything could be thrown off by what it is, what part of the zone it's in, or even if it's in the zone, which a lot of the times they throw it outside the zone like that to kind of mess you up. But so besides the point, if they throw it outside, you need to take the ball where it's pitched, which basically means was baseball lingo for if it's thrown inside, you take it inside. If it's thrown outside, you take it outside. And if it's thrown up the middle, you take it up the middle. That's kind of how it works, and how you're supposed to go about hitting is following that cardinal rule. I don't think I do very well in this one, honestly. I've done them before on my other account I have, on my other My Player, and I've done really well. But this particular contact drill, I did pretty terrible. But anyways, that's beside the point. Well, now I'm going to go ahead and start talking about my history. I think I'm going to call this video My History Part 1 or something like that. I don't know. It's going to have a lot of parts in it. Part 4, Part 1, you know. But anyways, so let's see here. Back in Little League, you know, I actually had a late start playing baseball. I started playing baseball when I was like, I think 10. But a lot of guys I know that have really gone far have been started since they're like 5. Started t-ball and all that. But I didn't start all that. I started for a city team that was really underground. It was a really bad team. It didn't really have anything going for it. But they saw something in me that they didn't see in everybody else. And I was kind of a bigger kid at the time. I kind of just like was a big kid. I don't know how to explain big. If you guys don't get big, then that's a problem. But I think it was like 5. God, I want to say 5'3" or something. But that was big at the time for 10-year-olds. But and being this big kid I was, I couldn't hit. I couldn't hit worth a crap. Honestly, I don't know why. I've never been good at hitting, and it's just been a disaster. But however, the one thing I had going, and I couldn't field either. I'll admit it. I could not field, couldn't do anything. But I'll admit it. but like the one thing I could do, I had an arm. I had an uncontrollable arm, but it was a very powerful arm, like better than the people at my age at that time. I had a very strong arm. I could throw it across the field faster than the other guys, and that was kind of a plus for the coaches. I didn't play very much because didn't have enough fielding prowess to really make a difference in the team. I didn't play also because I couldn't bat, like I said before. But that was my first year right there, and I was like 10, 11. And then and it was kind of cool. I think they were called the Sharks. I think the Savannah Sharks. It was a city team, and the way city teams go is it's just a random guy that probably has no coaching experience that decides to start a team for kids, and he decides to be the coach of it and help these kids get better at baseball. And this was the case this time, especially for me. This guy had never coached before. He'd never been a part of it, and then he started trying to coach. And actually, you know what? This wasn't the Savannah Sharks. This was the YMCA ball. Yeah, that's right. Now I'm getting it in my head now. I messed it all up. I played for the YMCA. All this happened on the YMCA team, the 12 and under team. That's right. That's what I was. Yeah, okay, I got it now. I'm sorry, guys. I'm misleading you guys, putting you on the wrong path. The Savannah Sharks come later, but yeah, it was the YMCA team, and it's pretty cool. I do remember one hit though, or one hit that was hit to me. I played the outfield. I was a right fielder / center. I never played infield until later on in baseball, and I played center field one time, and there's this one kid that came up to bat, and it was on the team that was undefeated, like 8-0, you know, shorter seasons, and he came up to bat, and I was looking at him, and I was like, wow, this kid is weak. This kid will not hit the ball. I should be good. Let me just sit here and twiddle my thumbs. That's kind of how it was, and this kid got up to bat and just swung with all his power and just skyrocketed the ball past me. I was like, God dang, am I ever going to catch this ball? I eventually reared back, ran as far as I could, and then caught the ball, and I was out, and that was like my first catch, and I was so happy. It was one of the highlights of that YMCA ball that I had. Another one was when I got trucked at first base. If you don't watch football, then truck basically means you got laid out. like the guy was crazy and decided to hit you as hard as he could, and just to get me off the base. I wasn't even in the base pass. At least I don't think I was. But he hit me, he trucked me, and I fell on the ground and lost the ball, and I was so angry. I was like, God, why did you hit me? And he's like, you were in the base pass. I'm like, no, I wasn't. I was on the side of the base, so I should be. Because I was playing first base at the time. And I'll tell you what, it was a freaky experience going to YMCA ball. That was interesting, I must say. But I'm very happy to have had that moment, because that was my first year, and I got better from it. I learned a lot of things that I wouldn't have learned, but I want to tell you guys everything. I want to just like get it all out in an hour-long video, but I got to prolong it because there's so much I have to say, that especially towards the later end, towards high school, that I really want to talk about. And I really like this idea. I got to thank my friend Goodfella. Goodfella gave me the idea to start talking about my past a little bit. So shout out to Goodfella. He's a really good commentator and everything. And I'm gonna start posting for Legitimate Gamers pretty soon. I know I promoted that a while back. And I'm hopefully gonna start posting. I just need to figure out what to post. I'm trying to think if I should post my player or post up some classic games. I'm thinking maybe classic games. Start talking a little bit about baseball, but don't worry, guys. We'll get that channel up and running pretty soon. But commentary is coming to a close. You guys have been great to me, subscribers. I love you all because I've been getting a few of those recently. So hopefully you guys will see me on Machinima Sports sometime soon, sometimes within the next month or two. And I appreciate all you guys bearing with me, being a fan.